Just in, that is in the Premier League, Nottingham Forest has just beaten Crystal Palace. That is 1-0 in one of the most epic battles that is in the Premier League so far. That was the late kickoff. That is for Monday when Nottingham Forest has managed to beat. That is Crystal Palace 1-0, courtesy of a Cris Wood goal that was in the 65th minute. At halftime, the game was still 0-0. Remember, Crystal Palace is one of the most off-form teams that is in the Premier League after the departure of Michael Olise when they ended the season on a high note. At the start of this season hasn't been good for them, more so under coach Oliver Glasner, who had gotten a good ending that is last season, sending the team to the 10th position. But as per now, that is Crystal Palace is in 18th position. Back to the game was very intense, reason being that all teams had assembled their best players, and this time Nuno Santo Espirito wasn't on the sidelines. He was deputized by his assistant, that is Pedro da Silva, as well as Grassina was on the touchline, and that is Nottingham Forest brought their first squad or their best squad. The likes of Anthony Elanga were present, the likes of Hudson Odoi were present, and the likes of Cris Wood were present, as well as that is Crystal Palace. They had also their best. Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal led the striking line, as well as they had some good players still backing up. That is Eddie Nketiah, the likes of Daichi Kamada, the signing that is from Frankfurt. The game was just very intense. At halftime, either sides created many chances. However, they did not become very clinical enough. Then at halftime, it was 0-0. However, some of the few calamities that got some yellow cards in halftime, on the side of that is Crystal Palace, we had Daichi Kamada getting a yellow card that was in the 42nd minute, and at the restart of second half, Nottingham Forest kept on being rampant, searching for a goal to make sure that at least they get a win in this game. Remember, Nottingham Forest, they only have one loss out of the 8 games that we have played so far, and with that win up against Crystal Palace, it meant that Nottingham Forest have moved, that is to 18th position with 13th position, and they are just less by 1 point below that is Chelsea, that is in 6th position. So any chance of European football could be available, that is for the team from the Forest, and anything could be better. But football-wise, the game was very intense. A reason being that either sides had come with the momentum of winning this game. That's what we call the Barclays Premier League. The game that is full of epic battles and the teams of great pressure, persistence, and following up. That is high intensity football from all corners. But Cris Wood, the most informed player so far, that is in Nottingham Forest, has so far banked that is the 6th goal of the campaign, meaning that is one of the most informed players that is in the Premier League. I remember him in the game up against Chelsea Football Club at Stamford Bridge, was one of the scorers or opened up the scoring, that is for Nottingham Forest at the restart of second half, before Chelsea managed to get that is an equalizer. But all in all, the New Zealand striker is also in the form of his life, but the Premier League is becoming more epic. Previously, yesterday, Chelsea was beaten. The likes of Arsenal lost a game. So it shows how far the game is very competitive, that on any bad day or a good day, you can either get a good result or you can get a bad result. But as at per the top, Liverpool are still at the top with 21 points. Just keep yourself on the Zexuna Mid YouTube Sports TV as we keep updating you with trending sports updates that are making headlines. That is at the Premier League, and Cris Wood is still making headlines after such a good start of his form, that is life at Nottingham.